Praise the Lord, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to another Good Morning Grief Devotion. It's your boy, Pastor Corey Allen Duncan Sr. So grateful and thankful to be here with you on a day to lead you in a very special way. And today's Good Morning Grief Devotion. This is the daily grief devotion that is strategically designed to help you to navigate through your grief one day at a time. What is grief? I'm so glad you asked. Grief, my brothers and sisters, it is the natural, the normal, the necessary response to loss, change, and transition that results in the expressions of feelings and emotions. That grief is what you feel on the inside. Mourning is how you reveal it on the outside. Therefore, we don't suppress it, but we express it. We don't ignore it, but we explore it. We don't conceal it, but we reveal it. We don't lock it up, but we let it out. That's why we shout good morning, because morning is indeed a good thing. And I'm so glad that you're here with us on today as we lead you in a very special way in today's Good Morning Grief Devotion. Welcome. Come on in this place. Come on in this room as we did to prepare to dive into our devotion today. Today is day 140. Let's see how this go. We're going to talk about when grief turns into resentment. When grief turns into resentment. Has your grief ever turned into resentment? Let's talk about it, y'all. Ephesians 4:31-32. Get rid of all that bitterness, all that rage, and all that anger. Be kind and compassionate to one another, forgiving each other, just as Christ, God, forgave you. When grief turns into resentment. Grief opens the door to many emotions: sorrow, sadness, confusion, sometimes resentment. Grief, my brothers and sisters, it opens the doors to so many emotions. Sorrow, we understand that. Sadness, we understand that. Confusion, we understand that. Resentment, wait a minute. Does it open the door to resentment? Let's talk about it, y'all. It's the sting you feel when the friend who promised to be there suddenly goes silent. SpaghettiOs. It's that sting you feel when that friend who promised to be there, all of a sudden, they go silent. The bitterness that rises when someone says something careless, cliche, or hurtful. The bitterness that rises. People can say the most careless things. And a lot of times unintentionally, they mean well. They just say dumb stuff. They say careless stuff. They say cliche stuff. Sometimes they say hurtful things. I tell you all the time, we live in a society that is not grief conscious. So people say things, they mean well, but what they say, what comes out of their mouth is not helpful, right? It's not comforting. It's not helping me to progress on this journey, right? So they say things that sometimes it makes us bitter. The disappointment when people move on while you're still trying to breathe through the weight of your loss. All of these things can bring about some type of resentment. This resentment doesn't come from nowhere. It often grows in the gap between what you needed and what you received, right? This is what I needed, but this is what I received. I need you to say something that was helpful, beneficial, something that was going to bless me. I didn't receive that. I needed to receive your presence, right? I just wanted you to be here, but I didn't receive that. I needed to receive some type of compassion, understand it, something, and I didn't receive it. The bitterness doesn't come from nowhere, right? It comes from it's in the gap of what you needed but didn't receive. I want you to examine your situation right now. Is there any bitterness? And if there is bitterness, can you pinpoint where it came from? Can you say, this is what I needed, but this is what I received? And that's where that bitterness came from. I needed support. I didn't receive it. I needed compassion. I didn't receive it. I just needed your presence and I didn't receive it. I just needed you to understand and I didn't receive. I just needed you to show up and I didn't receive it. I just needed you to say something and I didn't receive it. Come on, is this lesson relatable? Is there anybody that can testify and say, you just hit the nail on the head. You just pinpointed something that I have been feeling some type of way. I have, and I've seen them show up for other people, but they didn't show up for me, right? Or man, I just what they said, just because they don't understand, right? That they haven't experienced this kind of loss. So what they said was it was so insensitive. I just needed them to be a little bit more understanding. I didn't receive. So it just kind of got me feeling some type of way. It made me back up a little bit, made me pull, it made me push away a little bit because this is what I needed, but this is what I received. It's real, it's valid, and left unaddressed, it can harden into bitterness that builds walls instead of bridges. Y'all, what you feel is real and what you feel is valid. Let me say that. What you feel is real and what you feel is valid. Here it is. If it's left unaddressed, because you feel this way, but you haven't articulated that to anybody else. Well, look, watch this. You feel that way and you told everybody else except the person. You've expressed this to everybody else except you. Do you know what she said to me? Do you know? I'm good. I'm off her. Do you know what she said to me? Y'all know how y'all get to rolling y'all neck. Y'all done told everybody else except the person, right? We run towards the messes. We don't run away from it. We run towards the messes because if we don't, just like a firefighter going into a fire, if they don't run towards the fire to deal with it, it's going to spread, right? And for some of you, and you didn't run towards the mess, you left it unchecked, you left it unaddressed, right? And so now it's spread. It done spread from 2024 to 2025. It done spread from this year to next. Now it's going to spread to next year, right? Because it was left unaddressed. Here it is, left unaddressed. It can harden into bitterness. If you leave it unaddressed, it can harden into bitterness. That bitterness builds walls instead of bridges. What's the difference? A wall, nothing can go through. A bridge, everything can go through. And because you left it unaddressed, right, it's now turned into bitterness and it's now built a wall, right? I'm trying to help y'all to understand. Now there's bitterness, there's resentment, right? That you didn't address. Now it's built a wall. What did they say? What did they say? What did they do? What did they do? What did they not say? I want to ask you. I'm all about application. What did they not do? Right? How long has it been? How long has it been? Watch this. Who said it? Who did it? You left it unaddressed. It's turned into bitterness. And I want you to ask this question. Answer this question. Who is it hurting the most right now? Who is it hurting the most right now? Because they may be oblivious. They don't even know, right? But because you have not addressed it, right? Trying to help you out. Pastor, I hear you. I hear you. So what do I do? What do I do? Let's talk about it. Here's the truth. Resentment doesn't protect your heart. It burdens your heart. Resentment don't protect your heart. It burdens your heart, right? It doesn't. Holding on to it doesn't change what happened. It just keeps you stuck. And while God understands your hurt, he also invites you to release what's poisoning your peace. Y'all ain't ready for me today. Y'all not ready. I'm about to just log off. Y'all ain't ready. Wow. Wow. God understands your hurt. He invites you to release what's poisoning your peace. What is poisoning your peace? God understands your hurt. He says, I got you. I feel you. But I'm inviting you to release the very thing that's poisoning your peace. Your peace has been poisoned, right? Your peace has been poisoned. God says, I'm inviting you to release that. Forgiveness doesn't mean forgetting or pretending it didn't hurt. It means you're choosing freedom over frustration, healing over hostility. It doesn't mean forgetting, and it doesn't mean it didn't hurt. Because what they said or didn't say hurt. What they did or didn't do, oh, it hurt. Forgiveness doesn't mean forgetting it. It does not mean pretending that it didn't hurt. It's choosing freedom over frustration. I want you to choose freedom over frustration. Well, let me ask you, do you want to choose freedom over frustration? Do you want to choose healing over hostility? Right? Here it is. God can help you. He can help you navigate this space to grieve honestly and forgive wisely, to feel the pain, but not let it take root. God can help you to grieve honestly and wisely. This is what you got to do. You got to grieve honestly. You got to be honest. You got to be real, right? I felt when you said so and so, I felt. When you didn't say so and so, I felt. When you did so and so, I felt. When you didn't do so and so, I felt. Grieve honestly. Also grieve wisely, right? Feel the pain. Ah, don't let that bitterness take root. Here's a point of application for you, just in case you're saying, you got me. What do I need to do? Here it is. I'm going to help you. If resentment is building in your heart, name it honestly before God today. Write down who hurt you and how. Then pray, Lord, help me let go. I don't want to carry this bitterness any longer. Healing is hard work, but it always begins with release. This is your first step. If you're saying this is me, if it's building in your heart, name it honestly before God today. Write it down. Who hurt you? How they hurt you? Pray, Lord, help me to let go. I don't want to carry this bitterness any longer. Healing, y'all, is hard work, but it always begins with release. You may take it a step further after that. You may actually, right, reach out, contact the person, have the conversation, navigate through it as well. Today, my brothers and sisters, is day 140. I told you we was going to see how this thing was going to go when grief turns into resentment. Holla at your boy one time. If you got any questions, comments, I'll take them. If you got questions, comments, questions or comments, for sure, expecting me from other people and getting disappointed. Ain't that what happens? You expect you from other people and get disappointed. This is bringing flashbacks. I'm so glad that we're past this. Amen. So you done been there, done that. You done navigated through this process. That's beautiful. What if they say something and they have 5,000 excuses? Woo, 5,000 excuses. You know what? And they very well may, because some people, I told you, they lie, deny, and justify. Instead of owning their stuff, they lie, they deny, they justify. The important thing is for you to release it, right? Release brings about relief. And so confronting the situation, is really for you. It'd be nice if people will own their stuff. It would be nice if people would fess up and be real and honest, and that would be beautiful. That would be wonderful. That would be nice. They may not always do that. So your release comes in, or your relief comes in your release, right? So you say it. They don't want to own it at that particular point in time, right? You're still choosing freedom over frustration. Like, I got it off my chest. I said what I had to say. I addressed the issue. I confronted it. Even though you're still choosing not to own it or whatever the case may be, I'm going to free myself, right? Because I was feeling some type of way and I didn't address it. I didn't say nothing. So now I am, right? But that release is for me. You can forgive, you can forgive somebody. Like they say, the forgiveness is for you. Because people may not see the error of their ways. They may not acknowledge anything. And if our freedom is contingent upon that, we will let people hold us hostage. I'm not going to let you hold me hostage because you refuse to acknowledge what you did or didn't do. Now, I'm going to address it. And if you accept it, if you own it, that's cool. If you don't own it, that's still cool. My relief comes through my release, right? I hope that makes sense. I'm definitely playing this one, Pastor. Let's go. Let's go. Good morning. Good morning, Brother Michael. Let's go. If you leave it unaddressed, it will turn into bitterness. Therefore, you should address the issue and discuss it. Period. Absolutely. That's what we do. Release and forgiveness is for you. They may never, ever, ever release or forgive. Absolutely. Absolutely. That's a gift you give to yourself. All right. That's a gift that's a gift you give to yourself. What I say, we're gonna choose freedom over frustration, and we're gonna choose what? Healing over hostility, freedom over frustration, healing over hostility. Me and my husband was just speaking on this. I'm going to apply this to get to the next level of forgiveness with my family member. I love it. That's beautiful. That's the whole purpose of the exercise. Practical application. How does this apply to your life personally, practically right now? I love it. Thank you for sharing that. Let's go. I love it. I love it. I love it. Yes, for you. This journey is for you. How to be better, right? How to be better. Miss Connie said, I gifted myself. There you go. That's a gift you give to yourself. That's a gift you give to yourself. Now, that's self-care right there. When we start talking about self-care, some people just reduce it to an aesthetic, right? I got a massage, I got my nail done, got my hair done, and those things are wonderful and definitely do those. A lot of times those things are external, right? This type of self-care is internal. So I'm giving this gift to myself because this is helping me mentally, emotionally, spiritually, right? Across the board. And so that's what we want to do. That's beautiful. Y'all can go back and catch this replay. I'm going to post it as well on Facebook, on social media. So y'all can copy it. Y'all can share it. If it's going to help bless somebody else to read it. If it was a blessing to you, it's going to be a blessing to them. At least they can read it. They ain't going to get all the commentary unless they go back and watch the video, but they definitely can read it. So yeah, make sure y'all do that. I appreciate y'all. Love y'all with the love of the Lord. I'm gonna see y'all tomorrow, same time. Hope and pray y'all have a terrific Tuesday. Make sure y'all follow through. Take these necessary steps. Free yourself. Choose freedom over frustration and healing over hostility. Let's go.